The whole topic arises from a certain Eric Berne, a psychiatrist from the 60s and 70s who brought cognitive psychology to mainstream attention state. This is that parental figure that in a certain way guides, sustains, scolds, and punishes as well. It establishes limits, gives advice and instructions, sets the rules, judges and critiques. Why do we need to be familiar with these ego states? Why is it important to be aware of them inside of us and inside of others? Well, it's useful because when we start a transaction, that is the reason why it's called transactional analysis, we naturally use one of those ego states and we address to one of the interlocutor's ego states depending on the situation, on the context, and on the person. The spontaneous child is that part of us that emerges when, for example, we run freely on the grass, when we imagine doing something without restraints, when we laugh, when we cry, when we make a joke. It's also called natural child indeed. The adopted child is that child who sticks to the rules, who conforms to rigidities, is the one who does not leave the table during a meal, is the one who strictly respects the rules without asking himself why. It's the one who does not disobey and tries not to upset anybody. So it's the kind of person who would give up in a specific situation. Now, let's have a look at some pictures that will help us to better understand how these transactions work and how we can learn to manage them in order to avoid possible arguments without creating conflict. We can start from a very practical example, very simple, two adults having a conversation. As you can see, the red little figure asks, "Where's the bathroom?" The blue little figure replies, "First door on the right." On the picture, you can see that the little men are divided into three small circles, G, A, and B.